All right. Perfect. So we're going to start this presentation now. It is the avoid the candy to cough cycle. And I'm just going to repeat real quick what I had repeated before before I started recording. So if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, remember that you can always leave your comments below. We're going to be talking about how we're going to be able to keep ourselves healthy throughout this holiday season. All right, so let's start with this. So, simple ways to start to get healthy this season. All right, so why do we crave sugars during stressful times? During stressful times, our bodies are always going to go for things that are going to make you feel good. And usually, those things are going to be comfort foods. So, what happens in your body is that when you're stressed out, your cortisol levels rise up, and they will put you, for example, in a flight or fight mode. Now, if you go in a flight or fight mode, you're going to need energy, right? Take action. And that will require for your body to maybe crave for more sugars. And that is why this cortisol and blood sugar connection happens. So you need a higher level of glucose so you can take action. But you see, you want to take action about what? About stressors, right? But the problem is that we live in this constant, like non-stop stressor time. You gotta get everything ready for the weekend party, for the pumpkin patch, for the holiday outfits, right? So all of these things add up and they keep rising your cortisol levels. So they keep making you crave sugars. So all of these also can translate to a freeze state mode. So if you actually start feeling really low on energy and you're like, you know what, I'm so overwhelmed, I cannot even do anything, then comfort foods can also represent something soothing for your spirit, for your body. And then the fastest way to get this comfort is with foods that are very easy to access, that give those bursts of energy, but then they drop and your body will crave for more. So that's why this association of emotional distress and sweets happen, but they will put you in a vicious stress cycle. So you're stressed out, you crave for sugars, the sugars go out, they put you on a crash, and then they will make you feel bad again. So then you go back to it, all right? So your microbiome will take the first hit when this happens. Your immune system, it's located in your entire body, but a big part of it is in your intestine, and you need to keep this strong in order for your immune system to stay strong. 70% of your immune system lives in your gut, especially in your small intestine. So your microbes, all of these healthy microbes are your defense mechanism against pathogens that are going to be roaming outside. And during interactions with other people, we are more exposed to pathogens, right? So all of these parties, all of these get-togethers, the kids getting candy, the holiday parties, the exchange of gifts, right? We get to expose ourselves more to people, and therefore, if your immune system is being affected by sugars, then your chances to get sick are higher. That's why it is so important as well to remember another thing, that a healthy microbiome will also help you having better mood. All right, so now you're making the connections: stress, microbiome, immune system. All right, so now why? So this is a very simple chart, very super easy to understand about the gut and brain axis. So your digestive system and your brain are in constant communication. One will have a direct influence on top of the other. So you see, when you are in disease, meaning you're not feeling well, like disease, you will feel things such as depression, anxiety, stress, right? And this is how this path works. So your stress hormones are released, your hormonal disease pathways increase glucose production. That will cause a suppression of your immune system and your beneficial bacteria. This gets exacerbated with junk food diet, with sugary treats, with alcoholic drinks. So this will cause your gut to be in a dysbiosis. When this happens, this dysbiosis will start leaking endotoxins into your blood, causing inflammation, and that will cause neuroinflammation that will worsen depression, stress, and anxiety. So this is the cycle that we get into. And yes, over here, junk food, sugar, alcohol just exacerbates this dysbiosis. Now, when we are in a healthy state, here on the right, Well, let's start with our brain, right? If you're feeling good, you're well rested, your stress levels are under control, then you are able to secrete more happy, more happy hormones, right? Like your dopamine, your serotonin, your melatonin. These will be carried into your intestines, where you actually also in your digestive system, you also produce a lot of these hormones, and you nourish them with whole food nutrition, with clean supplementation, and with minimal processed sugars. These will allow this diverse diet will also allow for more happy hormones to be produced. Your microbiome metabolize this food, turning it into serotonin. All of these happy hormones will travel back into your brain and they will keep feeding a happy state. All right. So you choose where you want to be. Do you want to be here on the left or do you want to be here on the right? Right? It's always your choice. Okay, so why the holidays can create the perfect storm for your immune system to have a hit is because more stress will also lead to less sleep. And if you have less sleep, you will also not be able to reproduce those healthy cells, those healthy hormones that you need in order to feel good and for your body to actually work in an optimal way, right? More sugar and alcohol, we all know that yes, alcohol is a poison, all right? And you get to choose how much alcohol you want to consume, right? But always keep in mind that it is still a poison, all right? So making wise choice about it will be your best ally. And unfortunately, during the holidays, with all of these celebrations, alcohol consumption rises and also more sugar consumption. There is more baked goods, there is more candy, there is more carbohydrates, right? And carbohydrates will turn into sugar. The less nutrients dense food is another thing that happens during the holidays because you're not cooking at home maybe as often as you are, or all of these they're running errands around for the outfits, for the gifts. You're like eating here, just a fast food, you're just grabbing something quick, and maybe you're not paying as much attention as you do to your foods. And then, well, the cold weather, do you know that actually you have more pollutants inside your home that there are pollutants outside your home? So maybe you're like, and even if you live in a city, your chances to having more pollutants at home are higher because of the AC system. Maybe you start turning on the heat as well. If you live in a building like I do, all of these vents, they are not as clean as we think they are. And they're blowing this air that just gets recirculating within the same environment, right? We're also keeping the windows closed because it's cold outside. So all of these things will also exacerbate the amount of toxins that your body is exposed during the holidays. Excessive sugars, again, will have a direct effect on your microbiome because they feed your bad bacteria, just such as yeast and candida. And we all have yeast and candida, but the sugar overfeeds them. And then that will create an imbalance on your microbiome. It increases inflammations. That's something that sugar will do because it will also feed uh, if you have any unhealthy bacteria living in you, that unhealthy bacteria will also have their own excrement, and that will produce a higher level of inflammation in your body. It weakens your gut lining, like I explained before. Your gut lining can start having these kind of like openings due to the inflammation, where toxins will come out of your digestive system and invade other tissue. And then it also reduces the absorption of your key nutrients because, again, you need healthy microbiome in order to metabolize your foods. Okay, so now you already know all of these and you're like, ugh, all right, so how, I don't want to feel like this. Maybe you're feeling some of these symptoms and you're like, I don't want to feel like this. All right, so how is the ideal you feeling, right? You want to wake up energized. You want to be craving nourishment, not sugars. You want to move through your day with a steady energy and calm focus. Enjoy a balanced gut and a strong immune system. Sleep deeply and wake up feeling refreshed, right? You want to feel grounded, resilient, and ready to enjoy the holidays without a crash. So now let's start looking for solutions for this. But first, we gotta take care of some stuff, some very important information. Remember that in order for you to feel well, it's not about topical solutions. You gotta make sure that what you are putting in your tummy is gonna be base of your health. So that's why we have the pyramid of health. We want to focus on your nutrition, your digestion. We want to then focus in your movement and metabolism, how much movement you're giving to your body, how much your lymph nodes are able to move around so they can make sure that so they can start getting rid of toxins, right? Your lymph system, which is your detoxifying system, needs movement in order for it to work. Rest and management of stress is so important. You already saw it, how the brain and the gut are connected. Reduce the toxicity. We just talk about how many toxins we get exposed to during the holiday season. Inform self-care, which is coming to these classes, learning the things that are going to be good for you. And then the proactive medical care, which is actually taking action. All right, let's start talking about the base, the foundation, your digestive system, your nutrition, your supplementation. It's so important. So as we talk, we don't always get the supplement, the nutrition density that we need during the holidays. And in order to fill in these gaps, I love to use the VMG, which is your vitamins, minerals, and greens all together in a super easy one-a-day drink. You mix it in cold water. It's going to give you every single thing that your body is missing from all of those gaps, from the lack from those empty spots in your nutrition. Then the omegas are super important. These EO omegas are blended with essential oils, wild orange essential oils. So it's a fish oil blended with wild orange oil, so it doesn't taste like fish. It will give your body the correct balance of omega-3, 6, and 9s, which are super important for a proper cognition function, for you to be able to think clearly. But it will also help you lower inflammation and promote healthy blood circulation. And then the PB Restore, which is our probiotic, is a blend of probiotic, postbiotic, and prebiotics, which is super important in order to be able to give the immune system the reinforcement it needs with healthy bacteria that can actually travel all of the way into your small intestine with a double encapsulation system. All right, so now we know that this is going to be the base, all right, the very base of your nutrition. We have it here with the VMG, the Omega, and the PB Restore, which is your daily foundation. Okay, so now let's start looking for other solutions now. Let's start looking for your stress, right? You want to lower the stress. There is usually the first thing to do is like, let's go to the doctor and let's get some pills. So we want to stay away from that. We want to do this, or we can do this naturally. And for this, aromatherapy is so freaking useful. Aromatherapy can change completely the mood in your house. It's not just about pretty smells. It's about being able to use all of the chemical compounds of different essential oils to help your body come back to a ease state. So I put here some super fun fall diffuser blends. Go ahead and take a screenshot of these. These are super yummy and super easy to put together at any time of the day. Great for fall. They are going to help you curb your cravings as well. And they are going to help you even cleaning the air inside your home. So remember, you have essential oils here that are going to be your perfect tools to keep you healthy and stress-free this season. Now let's talk about essential oils for curbing cravings, right? We're like, all right, great, I feel great, but now I'm still wanting the sugars. Okay, so these are my favorite oils for you to start supporting those sugar cravings. Okay, so you can use peppermint oil. It resets the appetite and it supports digestion. You have grapefruit oil, which actually curbs sugar cravings and it fastens your metabolism. I meant to put fast metabolism, not fat metabolism. I'm sorry. It will help you metabolize fat. Yes, it will help you metabolize fat. So it doesn't get to the full expansion of the fat cell, but it actually stays little. All right, and the MetaPower metabolic blend also helps you with that fat metabolizing and your blood sugar. So it helps you avoiding high peaks of glucose, which is when you eat something, your glucose goes all the way to the top, right? And that creates inflammation and fat cell maturation. So the MetaPower oil really helps with that. And fennel, it will reduce as well your desires for sweets. So now all of these oils, I suggest taking them according to your specific needs. These are oils that you can take internally, all right? You can use them aromatically, you can use it topically, but you can also use a drop of these in your water or your teas. So I just put a little reminder here on the right. Please, please, please remember that the oils that you can ingest must have a supplement fact on the back. So for example, if you can see this oil here in the camera, there are supplement facts in the back label. If your oils don't have that supplement facts, they're not for internal consumption. And the only oils available for safe internal consumption in the market are the Terra essential oils. Okay, so always remember that if you're watching this video on YouTube or on Facebook, don't just go and grab a random oil from the store. These oils can only, these recipes, this advice is only with the Terra oils. Okay, and why? Because we have a difference of our oils with other oils in the market. We don't use any kind of fillers, no synthetics, and there is no dilution. These oils have been used in healthcare for centuries. So we work with plants that have been used for centuries in different countries to support health in many aspects. Also, all of these the oils are produced in the countries where the plants are originally from, so they can have the highest potency, and they also go through. Actually, it says here over 54, but over 54 testing is actually over like 70 testing for each one of these oils to be put in this bottle and sent to you. So remember again, you're watching this, somebody shared this video with you, please do not use random oils. All of the recipes here are meant to be prepared with doTERRA essential oils. And I'm going to explain you later how you can get them as well. Okay, so now let's talk about your immune support when you're feeling down. You can use, these are my favorite recipes. As soon as you're feeling that something is down, grab your On Guard Protective Soft Gel capsules. Those are super easy to take. They're tiny. I like to take, like if I get something on my throat, you can take like two, and then you can take two, like 3 to 4 times a day, depending on how sick you get, right? If you start feeling the scratchy throat, also start gargling right away, On Guard. It's a little spicy. You can put 1 drop in a warm cup of tea, in a warm cup of water, and gargle it. And if you're like, you know what, I'm okay with this spiciness, add 1 more drop. It actually will help you. And you can also use the FLOOT blend. The FLOOT blend, you can either use it as a roller bottle. I would do 10 drops of each one in a 10 milliliter bottle, glass roller bottle, and then fill out the rest with fractionated coconut oil. But you can also make your own capsules in a vegetable capsule, adding 1 to 2 drops of each one of these oils: frankincense, lemon, On Guard, oregano, and tea tree oil. And then to keep your airways open, diffusing breathe is always a great idea. And actually, diffusing breathe with On Guard is great to keep as well the environment in your home super clean and killing those airborne pathogens. Okay, now this next thing, how you can support your liver and your lymph, right? We just talked about that we get exposed to all of these toxins. So we can actually really support the detoxification of the lymph and the liver with castor oil, with RevitaZen, and the RevitaZen complex. We're loving this combo because they work synergistically. When used together, applying the castor oil topically, especially over the abdomen or the liver area, and taking RevitaZen internally, you're really supporting both your physical flow and the toxin liberation of your body, right? Especially because all of these toxins get processed in your liver and your colon. So to all my people over 45, you know that we have higher chances of colon cancer. So this is very, very preventative as well for that, okay? So this combination helps to reduce inflammation, stabilize energy, and keep your immune system strong. And here you have a little bit of text that I put for each one of the benefits of the castor oil, the RevitaZen oil, and then the RevitaZen detoxification complex, which is amazing. This is something that I think every household should have. Okay, so now let's talk about the sleep support, right? Because sleep is so important. So this is my favorite sleep protocol. It's a little ritual that you can use every single night if you're having trouble with sleep. You take 2 capsules of your Serenity Restful complex like 1 to 2 hours before bedtime. And then you apply your Adaptiv roller in the back of your neck and on your wrist and diffuse lavender and vetiver. You can put 3 drops of each in your diffuser and start creating the environment for restful sleep. Remember, you need to sleep, all right? Sleep deprivation is not cool anymore, all right? It's not cool to be, all right, I only need 4 hours of sleep and that's it and I can go. No, and especially if you're a woman, we need more sleep, okay? Our bodies behave different, so we have to honor our nature. Okay, so now I got you a bunch of really cool information. You remember you can always take screenshots of these. Now let's make it easy, right? Let's have a game plan for this because now you have all of these tools and you want to know how you can use them and how you can get them, right? So your wellness blueprint is your daily foundation. You need your nutrition. That's going to give you everything that your digestive system needs. Then you get your castor oil, right? So you can start using your other oils topically. And then you use your targeted support. So I show you a bunch of oils. Now you kind of know what is what you need, what you may need, what maybe you don't need. So you choose your oils and that you are ready to go. All right, so now I want to remind you as well that we are having a castor oil challenge in November, all right? So we're going to be showing you how you can use the castor oil day by day, 5 days of the castor oil challenge. We're going to give you tons of fun recipes, and these are the supplies that you're going to need, okay? So you need to place just your order for castor oil, cedarwood, lavender, rosemary, copaiba, and RevitaZen oil. If you place your order this month of November, we are November 29th today, if you're watching this video, this recording, if you place your order today, you will be able to get freebies, all right? You will be able to get, if you place an order, or if it's your first time ordering with doTERRA, you will get a free diffuser and also a balance oil, 15 milliliter. If you place your order of the foundational wellness bundle, which is the vitamins with the PB Restore and the Omega, you will get a free Serenity oil. All right. And remember, anything that you order over 100 points of value will have free shipping within the United States. Okay, so another promotion, other promotions and perks that are happening this month of October. Oh my God, we're October. I think we are in November. We are in October. You will get again the Serenity 5 milliliters free with the foundational wellness bundle. But also every month, if you order 125 points of value before the 15th of the month, you get a free oil. All right. This one is what happened in at the beginning of the month, but you can still get it with the foundational wellness bundle. You will also get it where you will also get a free peppermint oil if you have never ordered it before. So if it is your first time ordering it, you will have a glass shaker bottle and a free peppermint oil coming with it. There is 10% off Serenity soft gels for everybody that it was like, all right, those Serenity soft gels that you posted look perfect for me. They're 10% off this month. And also, again here, if you order anything over 100 PV as a new customer, you will get a free diffuser, you will get the balance oil as well, and free shipping for anything over 100. All right, so those are the perks for this month of October. Today is October 29th. All right, girls, boys and girls, are we ready to feel empowered this holiday season? If you are, and you're ready to rock and roll, all right, all that you need to do is get in touch with the wellness advocates who invited you to this call, who share this recording with you, customize your wellness kit, access the current promos, and you will get also all of your questions about how to use everything answered by the person that is sharing this with you. And that's the beauty of getting something with doTERRA, because you're not just buying something randomly on Amazon and then you're like, oh my God, I have all of this stuff and I don't know what to do with it, right? Whenever you get your orders done with doTERRA, with me or one of the person that shared this video with you, you will also get a consultation where we help you step by step creating protocols that will serve you and that are easy to use every single day. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording now so we can take questions in our live. Remember, we have these classes happening all of the time. So if you want to be part of this community, just reach out to the person that shared this video with you or with me, and let's get you started. All right, so thank you so much for being here. I'm going to stop this recording now and I'm going to take questions live.